Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, my NBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. We are roughly halfway through season number 3, and the team is playing some really good basketball over the last month. We're 20-18, which I know is right around 500, but ever since our slow start, the team has been playing really well. We opened the year 3-10, things look kind of rough, but since then, we're 17-8. As it stands now, we're currently the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference, and I think a very plausible goal for us would to be getting one of those top 6 seeds, meaning that we don't have to worry about the play-in tournament. We're currently half a game behind the Pacers, who do sit at 6, and I think the top 5 teams are currently in a good spot. So I think realistically, unless one of those top 5 teams falters, 6 is ultimately going to be the goal, with a lot of teams not far behind us. The Western Conference is a little more spread out. The Rockets and Pelicans are comfortably at the top, with the number 3 seed currently 8 games behind first place, which is about the distance we are from first place in the East. We've got some guys really playing well right now, in specific John Collins and DJ Ramses. Both of them have been fully healthy. They've played every game, and John Collins has been playing very well. As you can see, he's much better in wins compared to losses, showing how important it is for him to play well. And in the month of December, he absolutely balled out. He started off slow, but has significantly improved as he's finally found a rhythm here with our team. As for DJ Ramses, again, much better during wins. Scores more points, much more efficient shooting the basketball. He's really improved as a playmaker and his efficiency over these last few months. And I really feel like we're watching a superstar blossom in front of our very eyes. The rest of the team's been a little bit inconsistent, but we've got some guys really playing well. Right now, we're fully healthy, which has been a rarity because we have gotten hammered by the injury bug so far this year. So hopefully we can take advantage of being at full strength. Before we get into this game against the Grizzlies, I do want to talk trade. The trade deadline's about a month away, and although the team is playing well and I think we've got a good young core in place, that doesn't mean we are not going to be looking to acquire a star-level player. John Collins is very good, but he's not the type of guy to lead you to a championship. We have a nice amount of draft picks over the next few years, including a top 10 protected pick from the Bulls this year. The Bulls have a worse record in the Eastern Conference, so chances are that pick will be in the top 10, meaning most likely we're going to have the Bulls first rounder next year, which I anticipate will still be a really good pick. Along with that, we have 3 first-rounders in 2027 and 2 in 2028. So we've got plenty of future draft picks and plenty of young stars to possibly look to move. I really want to focus on teams at the bottom of the standings who have star-level players who could be on the move. The 2 players who we've really talked about, at least since last season, are Zion Williamson and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pelicans did just make the finals, and they're playing really well again this year, so Zion doesn't seem super likely right now. As for SGA, I think it's more likely than ever he's on the move. The Thunder made some additions in the offseason, acquiring Keldon Johnson and Adeyemi Onuaku, but Oklahoma City's still been very mediocre this season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's playing about equally to what he did last year, but the Thunder aren't winning any more games, so I think his interest in being traded might be higher than ever. Some other names to watch out for, including really the entire Minnesota Timberwolves cast. The Timberwolves have been pretty bad this year. Anthony Edwards did just sign a new deal. This one feels kind of unlikely, but maybe within the next few seasons, if they continue to lose, he may want out. Of course, Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert are also here. Cat could be an interesting option. Gobert, not so much. He's been pretty bad this year. I think Damian Lillard could be a name to watch. The Blazers don't look like they're going to win a championship anytime soon. He is 34, though. He is starting to regress a little bit, so that's probably not an avenue we would look at. A couple of aging stars to possibly watch out for are Joel Embiid and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Both players are in a very similar spot. They don't have a whole lot longer left on their contracts. Embiid has 3 years. Giannis only has 1 year. Both players are 30 years old. Both players are starting to show signs of aging, and both guys play for mediocre teams. I think Giannis especially, we're going to see his name a lot in trade rumors over the next month or so with the trade deadline coming, and I think there is a possibility Giannis is traded from the Bucks before the trade deadline. The Clippers' experiment with Jaylen Brown and DeMar DeRozan hasn't really worked out so far. It is early. Those guys have only played 40 games together, but if things do continue to go south, maybe Jaylen Brown's a name to watch out for. The Miami Heat have been just dreadful. They had the second worst record in the Eastern Conference. Jimmy Butler's 35. He's starting to regress a little bit, but is still very good. I think he'd be the perfect piece for a team like us. And Bam Adebayo would be a nice addition as well. He has been very good, despite the team really struggling. The Lakers are another team to possibly watch out for. LeBron James and Anthony Davis would both be rentals, but it is LeBron James. I get that he's 40. Father Time finally has caught up to him, and apparently he's planning on retiring at the end of the season. But if there's a team who wants to make a push for a championship, maybe they look at LeBron at the deadline. Anthony Davis is a little bit younger, but he has injury concerns and is also regressing, so those guys probably wouldn't cost as much. The last guy we'll mention here is Luka Doncic. This one doesn't seem like it would happen anytime soon, but I do think maybe eventually Luka might start to get frustrated. He's 25 years old. He's played at an MVP level 3 years in a row. He's been in the league for like 7 years, and the best player he's played with is Kristaps Porzingis. That's unacceptable from the Dallas Mavericks front office. Dallas is currently the 11th seed in the Western Conference, so you got to assume Luka's going to start to get frustrated in the near future. Maybe he asks out, and I would imagine that return to Dallas would be historic because Luka Doncic is going to be probably the best player in the league for a long time. So let's now go into this matchup against the Grizzlies. They have underperformed slightly this season, but I don't think it's anywhere near time to panic if you're a Grizzlies fan. Ja Morant is great. They've got a phenomenal supporting cast with Kyrie Irving, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson. So it should be a fun one here at the Garden against one of the most exciting teams in the Western Conference, being the Memphis Grizzlies, who are currently a couple games above 500. They sit at a pretty similar spot where the Knicks do, currently fighting to not get a play-in spot and get one of the top 6 seeds in the conference. Although the Grizzlies are a little bit better than the Knicks on paper, they have a real superstar with Ja Morant, along with multiple other all-star players beside him. But it should be a fun one here. Can the Knicks keep up their strong month or so with a nice win here against the Grizzlies? Or will Ja Morant and Kyrie Irving lead Memphis to the win? Shaq Owens is starting at center for the Grizzlies. He'll meet up with James Wiseman at center court for the tip-off. This one will go to Wiseman and the Knicks, and we are underway. Regular starters for New York. For the Grizzlies, they have Denny Avdia at the 3, not Desmond Bane. He comes off the bench for them as their 6th man. Here's Jaren Jackson inside, guarded by DJ Ramses, taking advantage of the size mismatch, getting the basket. 4-1 your score. Reddish in the corner for 3, no good, but Barrett is there for the tip-in putback. Nice play there by RJ to get the Knicks' first field goal of the game. So far, it hasn't been pretty, really, for either offense. Both teams are kind of struggling to get shots off early. Here's Morant with the spin move. Inside for the big fella, Shaquille Owens, drafted in the 2nd round a couple years ago out of Duke. Really giving the Grizzlies good minutes with Nikola Vucevic, currently injured, who they acquired last month from Indiana. Another play by Owens off the miss. He gets the putback, and the Grizzlies lead 8-3. Here's Reddish on the wing with the screen from Collins. Reddish inside, back to Collins, who will make the reverse layup. The play there on the pick and roll by John Collins as it's 10-5. The rookie, Ramses, lets it fly from beyond the arc, trying to ignite this Knicks offense, who is kind of missing some energy here in the opening 4 or so minutes of the game. Kyrie Irving's 3 is no good. Rebounded by the Grizzlies again. It's Jaren Jackson, Triple J, who gets the layup to go in. The Knicks are really struggling on the glass so far. Jackson and Owens have been forces inside on both ends of the floor. Barrett gets it out to a wide open killer, Cam Reddish, who hits the 3. 14-11 now. Morant with it, lobs it up for the big fella. That's Jaren Jackson with the reverse slam, and the Grizzlies lead by 5. Here comes Diablo. He's blocked by Jaren Jackson, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. And then on the other end, Morant with the throwdown. Tomahawk going way back, and Morant sends it in. 18-11 with 2.5 to go in the quarter. The Knicks offense really has been a train wreck the entire game as Morant makes the layup and the Knicks call a timeout. They seriously have 11 points with 2 minutes left in the first. Now 13 points. This is disgusting. Shot no good. Rebound by Jaren Jackson again, and the Grizzlies get another putback. Whether it's the starters or the second unit, the Knicks interior today has been rough. Coco Diablo misses for three, but Kabongo gets the rebound, and yeah, that play is really what the Knicks offense has been in the first quarter. Just a total disaster. About 50 seconds to go now in quarter number one. Here's Desmond Bane trying to get by Barrett. Bane draws the double, takes it himself, makes the reverse layup to put the Grizzlies up by 11. Now they lead by 9 with about 35 seconds left in the quarter. Bane off the screen from Chuma Okeke. Gets it out to Tre Mann, who hits the three. The Grizzlies have some really young, talented role players, guys like Mann and Okeke, amongst others, as Patrick Feinstein makes the layup towards the end of the quarter. The Knicks offense finally made some plays here in the final couple minutes of the first quarter, but overall, the offense played like a train wreck in quarter number one as they trail 29-17. Morant with the step back, goes inside, layup will fall for Memphis. That's another one of their young, talented role players, Zaire Williams, who was a lottery pick a few years ago out of Stanford. Ramses inside with the slam. Nice move by DJ Ramses. He's got 5, 33-19. Morant with it. Another slam for Ja Morant. The high-flying guard makes another play. He could have jumped over one of those Knicks defenders if he really wanted to, but he didn't want to humiliate them that bad. Ja Morant putting on a show here in Madison Square Garden as the Grizzlies lead by 18. The Knicks are now in effort mode on offense. Let's start chucking up some stuff. Hope it falls, like that three by Ramses. The Knicks trying to get hot from beyond the arc. Diablo inside for Wiseman to get the slam. Okay, now the Knicks are stringing some points together. Maybe this can be the start of a rally, because so far they are getting clobbered here in the opening minutes against Memphis. Morant with a nice move. He gets the goaltending to count, but that shot was going in anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 41-24. Morant with a no-look pass for Zaire Williams. He gets it over to Kyrie Irving. Irving fakes out the defender and gets the shot to put the Grizzlies back up by 19. 43-24. Here's Jackson Watkins looking to make a move inside. Watkins is so explosive. There's a reason why the Knicks are high on him, even though he's kind of a last man off the bench. The Knicks still view him as a long-term piece because of his athletic upside. Nice move inside. Great backdoor cut by Denny Avdia. Excellent off-ball awareness. James Wiseman did not sniff that play out at all, as it's now 46-28. Watkins with a nice move again, and Jackson Watkins makes another layup, giving the Knicks some good minutes off the bench. 48-30 with about 3 minutes left in the half. Patrick Feinstein in the corner. His three won't fall. The Knicks shooting the ball pitifully from beyond the arc, but luckily Wiseman is there for his first rebound of the game and the putback. It should not have taken him this long to get a rebound, but whatever. RJ Barrett with a nice step back, cutting the lead to 13 with about a minute left in the first half. Here comes Tre Mann inside for Chuma Okeke, who gets the dunk. 50-37 now, 20 seconds left in the quarter. Barrett gets it over to Emmanuel quickly, back to Barrett, who goes inside with the flush. Nice move by RJ Barrett, who has played pretty well for the most part, considering really nobody else has. 50-39, Jackson with space makes the mid-ranger. Kabongo was expecting him to drive inside, so he got completely faked out there. Quickly gets a good look at the buzzer, and it won't fall off the back iron. So overall, not a very good first half for the Knicks. They trail by 13. Both teams are shooting the ball horribly, particularly from beyond the arc. The Knicks are 3 for 16 from 3. The Grizzlies are just 1 for 10. The ball movement has to be better from New York. They've got to play better inside. The Grizzlies are winning this game because they are winning in the paint on both ends of the floor. Step back by Ja Morant to open up the third, and the Grizzlies are already playing very well here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Ramses has a wide-open RJ Barrett. The Knicks are just constantly missing good looks, particularly from three. It's just not their night shooting the ball. Here comes Morant. Oh my goodness! Ja Morant caught a body. He just baptized RJ Barrett. Oh my goodness. That man has a soul. He had a family. Not anymore after that one. 58-39. Nice move by DJ Ramses to create some space, hit the three. The Knicks trying to get some energy after Ja Morant completely rocked the roof off this place. As Morant gets an and one on the following possession, and it's Barrett with the foul. Ja Morant was drafted directly in front of RJ Barrett, so you'd think there'd be a chip on RJ's shoulder going up against Ja, but right now Ja Morant is literally owning him. Morant successfully lobs it up for Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies are back up by 19. Owens' pass is intercepted by Coco Diablo. Here comes the Knicks. It's Wiseman with it inside, trying to back down on the big man. And Wiseman does not get it to fall, but Collins gets the putback dunk. John Collins has been pretty quiet today. His first points since there were like 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Yeah, it's been a while. He hasn't missed any shots in that span, though. He does have a perfect field goal percentage, but he's only taken 2 field goals. Morant again with another slam. Ja Morant wanted to put on a show here at the Garden, and he has done just that. 67-48. Morant dancing inside over to Owens, and the Grizzlies take their biggest lead of the day, 69, nice, to 48. They lead by 21 points. Here's Ramses inside. Ooh, nice move. DJ Rams is getting shifty on Kyrie Irving, who knows a thing or two about being a shifty guard. Coco Diablo not on the board yet, changes that here as he backs down on Kyrie Irving. The Knicks are trying to take advantage of Irving, who's a weak link for the Grizzlies defense. Here, again, Ramses hits kind of a wide open three. I know Kyrie was in his face, but Kyrie Irving's not a big guy. 6'1", 6'2", maybe? So the Knicks are taking advantage of this size mismatch of Irving on the defensive end of the floor. But right when the Knicks offense makes some plays, Trey Mann hits a nice three for the Grizzlies. 72-55. Here's Cesar DiCarlo with a dime to Diablo. Over to Ramses. Another triple for DJ Ramses. He is shooting the ball well from three tonight. I can't say the same about anybody else on the team, but at least he's shooting the three well. Shot no good at the buzzer, but Owens gets the rebound and the putback. That's unacceptable. The Knicks played great defense for 24 seconds. They had 3 guys there underneath, but Owens gets the board. Shot no good for Memphis. Another putback, and Jackson gets the goaltending. Good effort by Splash Mayo on defense, but the Knicks are just really struggling rebounding the basketball tonight. RJ Barrett finally hits a three. He's missed quite a few throughout this game. 76-63. Here is Barrett again at the buzzer. Bang! He gets the toilet roll to fall. Don't look now, but the Knicks are making this a game. They're only down by 10. 76-66. I know it's been kind of ugly for New York, but they're not out of it. They're playing pretty well these past few minutes. Why not keep it going? Collins with the slam. It's an 8-point game for New York. 76-68. Here's Irving. He gets the screen. Kyrie Irving inside with room. Hits the jumper. Kyrie's honestly been pretty bad today on both ends of the floor, but Kyrie plays at his best when the lights are the brightest, so if there's a time for him to show up, now would be the time to do so. A big and one for Jaren Jackson. That'll put the Grizzlies back ahead by double digits. They're up by 10. Here is Irving in the corner for a wide-open Desmond Bane. That's a very uncharacteristic miss from Bane, one of the best open shooters in the league. But, of course, the Grizzlies get the putback because they're doing that all night. Morant with another poster, the reverse slam to put the Grizzlies ahead by 14 with 6.5 to go. Here's Diablo, sends it in the corner for his fellow rookie teammate, DJ Ramses, who continues to be red hot tonight from beyond the arc, as it's now 84-73. Jackson gets it over to Bane. He finds Kyrie Irving, who answers right back with a three of his own, and Kyrie Irving is starting to heat up a little bit. 87-73, screen from Collins. Here's DJ Ramses back inside for Collins with another throwdown. Nice dunk for John Collins. The Knicks offense is really gaining energy and momentum for the first time all day. Diablo now, deep three, it's good! What a shot for Coco Diablo, and the lead is down to 7. The Knicks still have some groundwork to do, but they are playing very well right now as Ramses loses the ball. Bane with a huge steal. On the other end, it's Kyrie Irving who makes the floater. Big play for the Grizzlies, and they lead by 9. The best offense is good defense. There's a wide open man in the corner. It's Killer Cam Reddish who hits the three off the assist by Ramses, and the lead is down to 6. Now 7 with 3.5 to go. Wiseman has Reddish wide open for 3. Not covering Cam Reddish is an awfully bold strategy, and it is biting the Grizzlies right now. 2-point game, 91-89 with 2.5 minutes to go. Wide open inside is Owens. Why were the Knicks not guarding him? I don't know, but he makes the layup. 4-point Grizzlies lead, 2.5 to go. Cesar DiCarlo in the game here late. He gets it over to Collins. Collins finds Reddish again. Bang! Cam Reddish has been clutch here in the fourth quarter for the Knicks, and they're only down by 2. Reddish's shot was a long 2, not a 3. Barrett gets it over to Collins. Collins finds DiCarlo. DiCarlo backing down on Morant with the spin move. Makes the layup, and we are tied. Cesar DiCarlo shushing the crowd. The Knicks defense has to get another stop, though. Jackson is blocked by John Collins. Here comes New York in transition. It's Reddish for the lead. Killer Cam Reddish with the slam. And New York is ahead by 2. 93-95. Wide open 3 for Denny Avdia is no good. Owens with another rebound and another putback to tie the game at 95 with a minute to go. Here's Cesar DiCarlo, drives left side. DiCarlo fouled and won. Cesar DiCarlo puts the Knicks back ahead with a minute to go. What a play by the Italian Stallion to make it a 97-95 ball game. DiCarlo pretty much just kind of heaved it up, hoping for the foul call. Not only did he get the foul, but he places it off the top of the backboard to fall in to make it a 2-point game, and now he has a chance to make it a 3-point game at the line. Here is Cesar DiCarlo at the charity stripe. He makes the 3 throw, and the Knicks lead by 3 with a minute to go. It all comes down here to this final minute. Ja Morant with it for the Grizzlies, guarded by DiCarlo. Screen from Owens. Morant step back for the tie. Won't fall. Collins with the rebound is 9th. He is 9-9. Very close to a double-double. DJ Ramses takes it himself. Ramses is blocked. Owens catches it in midair. The Knicks really rushed that possession. And now Memphis has a chance to respond. Avdia inside. Layup no good. Excellent defense by the Knicks. Ramses with the rebound. I don't know why the Grizzlies are just going back on defense. They need to foul. And finally, Ramses is fouled by Avdia. First 3 throw from DJ Ramses will fall. Nothing but net. It's now a 4-point game. And the second one for DJ will also fall. The Knicks now lead by 5 with 26.2 seconds left as the Grizzlies are forced to call their final timeout. Shaq Owens on the inbound, hoping somebody gets open. Nobody is. Knicks playing great inbound defense as they finally get it out. And Jackson is fouled by John Collins, his 5th. So Jaren Jackson will now go to the line. 3 throw is good. Now the second one to make it a 1-score game, and it is no good. Wiseman with the rebound. He would be fouled, and really for the last 22.5 seconds, both teams will play cat and mouse in terms of trading off possessions. The Knicks are going to win this game 105-100. What a comeback for New York, who trailed by at most 21 points. They were down by 19 at like 4 different spots in the game. We scored 39 points in the fourth quarter, which is impressive because that's the same amount of points that we scored in the first half. The offense was dreadful early in this game, but man, were they good down the stretch. The offense was especially great in the final 2.5 minutes, where I think we scored more points than we did in the entire first quarter. DJ Ramses with 27 on good shooting, 6 of 9 from 3. Nice. The rest of the team was pretty horrible from 3, 6 for 21. Barrett with 18, Reddish with 15. Reddish was clutch in this game late. Wiseman with 11 and 7. Cesar DiCarlo, not eye-popping numbers, but he was clutch down the stretch. As for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant was very good. I was very impressed with the big men. Shaq Owens was a monster with 23 and 17. They only out-rebounded us by 4, but it felt like a lot more. Jaren Jackson with 20 and 10, but they shot the ball miserably. 4 for 24 from 3, 10 for 18 from the free-throw line. The Grizzlies within the paint were unstoppable, and from outside the paint, they looked like the trust for process Philadelphia 76ers. They were horrible. So we're going to simulate up to this game here against the Cavs. We've got 6 games to go through, 2 of which are against the red-hot Baltimore Red Tails, along with the Sixers and Bucks, who are mediocre, and the Pistons and Magic, who are quite good. Cam Reddish pinches a nerve in his back. He'll be out 1 to 2 weeks. We got a trade offer here from the Thunder. John Collins for Josh Giddey. In terms of value, this is a great deal for us, but we don't need guards. So I said no, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about it. Then this trade comes in. Miami is sending Bam Adebayo to the Brooklyn Nets. So Miami's fire sale is starting off with Bam going to the Nets, a big piece for Brooklyn. The Heat get back a couple talented young wings with Cam Thomas and Christian Harris. Unfortunately, the injury news keeps getting worse. RJ Barrett suffers a severe left ankle sprain. He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks. Barrett has suffered multiple injuries, I think in all 3 seasons of the series. He is legitimately injury prone at this point, which is obviously not good. So Mayo will move into the starting lineup. Not for long, though. Cam Reddish is quickly back. But then this happens. Cesar DiCarlo, broken right kneecap. He'll be out 2 to 4 months. So within the last 2 calendar years, DiCarlo has torn his MCL. He tore his Achilles, remember, before we drafted him. And now this. Cesar DiCarlo is a very talented player, but if he's out for the rest of the year, he will have only played 86 games within his first 2 seasons. Both injuries this year have been to the same right knee. The MCL tear 9 seconds into the season, and now this. He's scheduled to miss a little over 100 days, so if that holds up, he would return around the second round of the playoffs. So we might not see him for the rest of the year, and his injury status is really getting concerning. I'm not ready to hit the panic button with DiCarlo's health. I'm ready to run to the panic button and hit it. This is a disaster with his body because he is built like literal glass. We ended up going 3-3 in the games we simulated, which is fine, I guess. We're still the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. Next episode, we're going to go up to around the trade deadline. We're really getting close there. It's time to start making some moves to hopefully make this team better and push us into the playoffs for the first time in this series. That'll wrap up the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.